So in going over my videos, I noticed that I did not have a whole lot of footage of my AR style rifles. I'm gonna This one right here, I've got a couple of good videos on because this is my 6.5 Grendel. Now I built the lower. I bought that M&P lower and put it all together and did that. But the upper is a Bear Creek Arsenal side charging handle upper. And I've got a Nikon scope on it, and it's a 20-inch barrel with their twisted, I don't want to call it a muzzle brake, but flash hider, I guess you could say. Anyway, I have a couple of videos on that. I have a couple of videos of me shooting this pistol. This is a 300 Blackout. This is the first AR platform that I have ever put together. I don't remember when I did it. It was quite a few years ago. But one thing I like to do is I like to make the furniture a certain color, and it helps me quickly identify it without having to look for what it is. But that's just for me personally. Now, on this one, I bought this Mag Tactical Systems lower and put it together. And the only regret I have on that is it's a good lower, but with these right here, where the trigger pins go in, you have to have extra long trigger pins. But anyway, that's the only thing I have about. Well, this one right here, I had bought this upper at a gun show, but when I was looking at it, I noticed after I got it home that it did not have a gas block or a gas tube in it. So I had to break it down and go buy a block and a tube and install it and put it in there. And it took me a little while to get it to run right, because when I bought the buffer tube, it came with a spring and a buffer. Well, it said it was for 300 Blackout, but it was not. The spring was the stiffest buffer spring I've ever seen in my life, and the buffer was real short. And that caused problems later on, so I replaced the buffer with a standard buffer, and I actually went to Brownells and bought another buffer spring and put in there. But it runs like a dream right now. I've shot thousands of rounds through this thing. And again, on this one with the furniture, it's gray. Now again, that lower I bought at the gun store. It was, I don't know, about $100 when I bought it. I usually when I'm putting one together, I've just been buying Anderson lowers and build them. I've had no problem out of them. It's not like I'm running any competitions or anything like that. So this one right here is my 300 Blackout rifle. I've got the OD green furniture on it. And this one right here, the last time I was shooting it at 100 yards, it was, I want to say it was with 147 grain. It was shooting sub MOA. Now, I don't know, something could have changed since then, but anyway, this one right here, I completely built, and you can kind of tell from the key lock rail I have on there that's kind of old school. Not a whole lot of people use those. They like the M lock now, and I just never changed it over. I've got some 45-degree sights on there, and that way if the scope ever fails me, at least I can continue to use it. But this rifle right here really runs well, and I never had any issues out of it. This one right here is just a 5.56. Actually, it's a 223 Wild, and it's funny because this barrel was not, I guess you would call it tapped for a muzzle device. So I took it and had it tapped, but it's just it's a heavy profile barrel. It's not a M4 barrel. And the thing about this lower right here, it's all plastic. When I was picking up a lower at the store, the guy said, "I've got these right here, I'll sell you for 20 bucks. So I gave him $20 to buy that lower, and I put it together and put this upper and everything together. And this one is just all black Magpul furniture. And this one actually sits by the bed. This is my home defense. I've got a flashlight on it, keep a sling on it, got a low power scope on it. It's just a cheap scope, but it works well. And then this next one here, this is a Bear Creek upper. It's fluted. It's got the standard M4 bird cage on it. I had bought this lower at a gun store, or I'm sorry, a gun show, and I had to put the stock on it and the pistol grip, and that's Magpul, just standard black Magpul furniture. And I just have a standard little old used scope. I can't remember the brand right offhand, but it's nothing special. And the reason why is this is a binary trigger gun, and I just use it here at the range to plink with. It's nothing major. It's just again, this is a 223 Wild as well. This particular gun is an M&P 15 that's the first ever AR that I bought many years ago. Now I've changed all the furniture. I've got it in the forest green Magpul furniture, and I have a whole lot of magazines that match that too. And none of these are let me put it this way. This gun has, other than the trigger, has not been modified. And the furniture. I changed the furniture out on it, and I changed the trigger out on it. Oh yeah, and the charging handle. I like the big charging handles. Mainly because I put scopes on my guns, and I want to be able to grab that charging handle. So anyway, that's my M&P 15. Last one, I bought this. I haven't changed anything on it other than I put a scope on it, and that is my 308. And we've done a video on that. So that's it.